Hi Aquarius, this is Faye and this is your reading for March 2019. This is a general energy that will be going from March and it can be up until next year. May have already started for you. If this reading doesn't feel that it resonates, please remember it is a general reading and you should check out your moon sign and your ascendant sign, and that may pertain to your life more. So let's get started. I've pulled 3 cards from my Rider-Waite deck and 8 cards from my Gilded Tarot. And when I look it up here, I really do think this is to do with going to meetings and trying to get something unstuck, whether this be in a marriage or whether it be in a workplace. But I think the Queen of Swords is telling us that we have to bring things out in the open and things have to be discussed. Up to this point we have the Hangman there, and until this discussion and some kind of decision has been made, you're going to be stuck in this position, whether it be stuck in a job or stuck in a particular marriage or some kind of situation that is now no longer is going to be viable for you. There's a King of Pentacles here, and that's an air sign. Now I know that you're an air sign, Aquarius, so this to me is someone coming in that is going to be giving some kind of advice to you. The Pentacles, the King of Pentacles is someone who is very grounded, good with money, good with business, and this is the person that you maybe have to go ahead and see, especially if this is in a place of work. You may be going along to meet up with this person to try and get a contract that you're maybe in, get things sorted out. I feel when I look at the rest of the cards here, I feel that you're doing a job that has become just too much for you. It's maybe be given far too much responsibility. I'm going to do the reading first as a work one, and then for what else it can be in relationships. We have the Queen of Wands here, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and this could be someone in this workplace. It could be your boss. She can be someone who is a quick thinker, very quick thinking, can be quite fiery, maybe intimidating. She could maybe be a bit of a bully and intimidating. And this Queen of Swords up here, which can be yourself. You've maybe been at loggerheads with this particular person. They've maybe been putting obstacles in your way to be getting moved further up in your job. You're starting to feel, we get the Four of Wands here in reverse, and I feel that you're starting to feel very unstable in your job, Aquarius. Could be to do with this whole structuring that is going on. It's almost like you've been given a lot of work to do and maybe not enough time to get things done. Maybe extra chores, when I say chores, extra duties have maybe been put onto you to get done that has not been in your job description, and this is what you need to get sorted out, Aquarius, between March and March of this year, March of next year, because it's really putting a lot of burden onto you. I think it's just, I mean, don't get me wrong, this is the Ten of Wands. You know, all this that you are carrying is experience as well. Nothing that you do will ever be wasted, but I think it's just becoming to a point where you just think, I don't want to do this anymore. I need to move out of this. I don't feel secure in this job. I feel that at any point someone could whip the rug from under me and I won't have the job that I'd originally come in to do. It's been changing so much. New things have been getting added. You're you know, more of the job, but the same hours. You just feel that you're taking a lot of worry home, stress and worry home with you. Now we've got the Death card here. This is where I think things are going to change. This is where I think you are going to make a decision whether it gets sorted out in your workplace or whether you walk away from it. But something is going to change for you, Aquarius. because I think with the Queen of Cups in reverse here, it's definitely been a very emotional time. It's been emotional in a very negative way. It could have been making you feel quite depressed. You may have been drinking too much, feeling very unstable and unappreciated as well. We have the Hierophant here, and I really feel that for this particular, these particular Aquarians, it's people who work in larger authorities, if you like, with the Hierophant here. It can be big business, big corporate business, or even schools. Maybe you're a teacher and you're just getting too much stuff put down to you to get done, and you just don't have the time to do it anymore. The Hierophant being in reverse, it's now working against you. It's almost big corporate business working against the little people that is working under them, okay? The Wheel of Fortune in reverse here means things are going to turn. It may take time. It may take a bit of time, Aquarius, for this to happen. There could be a lot of ups and downs where you don't, you know, you've got to be there for a while just to get things sorted out and get another job. But things will change for you, because there's definitely an ending on the way. The other way I was going to read this as well, because there's so many different Aquarians out here. It could be there's been a Queen of Wands came in that has made a huge upheaval in your family life. I'm going to look it up here. This could be you feeling very stagnated, that you don't know how to do this. Your partner could have been seeing an Aries, a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarian person. Doesn't have to be, but this is just what it's saying. It's a passionate relationship, and you're having to maybe go and see how your finances can be worked out if you have to walk away from this particular relationship, because you don't want to be there anymore. The Four of Wands is in reverse is telling me there is no stability in this relationship and you want to walk away from it. But you have to be pragmatic and look at your finances. You're going to sit down and work out how the finances are going to be divided up, if you like, or whether or not you need to get more work in which to maybe pay for where you stay. Just, you know, if you're going to have to be on your own, you have to look at your finances. You feel there's a lot of burden there for you. You're not quite sure you can handle it, but the ending is coming. There's an ending here coming, and remember that is a 10 of Wands, so you're coming to the end of that strife. It will sort itself out. Being in reverse, it could just be a time where you just can't seem to focus. You do feel very emotional. A time where you could be feeling good through some depression as well. I'm sorry to say, Aquarius. And with Hierophant here, you could be looking to going to an establishment, a lawyer. When I see this here with the King of Pentacles, you could be going to a lawyer to get things sorted out, and it's going to take time. Now, as I said, it sounded a bit grim, that reading. It's not going to be for everybody, but let's face it, there are people out there that these things are happening to. You can't always get everything on a happy note, because life doesn't work that way. There are people going through this kind of stuff at the moment, and I only read what the cards say. So it's nothing to do with Aquarians. I'm not downing on Aquarius. This is just what the cards say for some Aquarians. So I hope, if you haven't already subscribed, you will give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Hit the little bell and you will be notified of any other videos that I put up. And I hope to see everybody later in the month of March. Bye bye, Aquarius.